I think we're good now.
We have a quorum, right, with the addition of delegates Morgan and Martinez.
I'm here.
Do we need to let in the world first before we do anything official?
Okay. We're also already apparently being live streamed.
Oh, so the world is on board. Okay.
Well, they might not be in the room for the Zoom.
Oh, so we need to do that at our end?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like some people are in. I don't know that everyone is.
Declan, can you do what you need to do?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let us know when it's done.
I've let in everyone in the waiting room.
Okay, thank you. I wish to call to order this meeting of the Health Occupations and Long-Term Care Subcommittee of the Health and Government Operations Committee. We have two bills before us, House Bill 36 and House Bill 345. House Bill 36, Department of Aging Services Program Repeal and Consolidation, is a departmental bill. Council Simpson, can you explain the bill and its amendments?
I can. And just so everybody knows, we are holding House Bill 158. So that's why the chair did not mention that one. House Bill 36 is a departmental bill that repeals the requirement that the Secretary of Aging Development, or excuse me, it requires the Secretary of Aging develop congregate. Okay, let's start over. Sorry. This is a departmental bill. It repeals the requirement that the Secretary of Aging develop congregate housing services and assisted living programs for seniors, and instead requires the Maryland Department of Aging to develop, coordinate, and administer a system to provide similar specified services. The bill also repeals the Interagency Committee on Aging Services and instead transfers specified committee responsibilities to the Department of Aging and clarifies and expands on those responsibilities. There are amendments that have been distributed. The amendments specify that the definition of area agency is for area agencies on aging, and the amendments require the Department of Aging to engage with stakeholders, including area agencies on aging, to conduct transition training, co-design the consolidated program, and provide individuals impacted by the transition with individual transition plans to ensure appropriate care is maintained.
Are there questions on the amendments? Chair seeing none, the amendments are adopted. Is there a motion on the bill as amended? Delegate Bagnall.
Did you need us to move the amendments?
Okay, I said they were, someone should move them, I think is.
Move the amendment.
Second.
Thank you. The amendments are moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous in favor. The bill is now before us as amended. Is there a motion?
Move the bill as amended.
Second.
So moved and seconded. Is there objection to the bill? All those in favor of the bill as amended, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed to the bill as amended? Chair seeing no objections, no hands. The bill is forwarded favorably with amendments. Thank you very much. The next and final bill is 345, Interstate Social Work Licensure Compact, Delegates Kerr and Woods. Delegate Woods, do you wish to speak to the bill? Or is not here?
Sure. Hello.
Yes, you are. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Please, my mistake.
Yes, absolutely. And so this bill provides an opportunity for licensed social workers to be able to practice in other participating states as a part of a compact. This bill becomes important for a number of reasons. For one thing, we know that we see a myriad of shortages of social work services. And so this bill gives an opportunity for licensed social workers to be able to practice in different states that are participating in this compact. It also gives an opportunity for perhaps someone who is a social worker whose spouse is in the military. And if that area that they go to participates in a compact, then that person will be able to continue with employment. So that's basically, in a nutshell, what this compact is doing.
And has this bill been before us before?
Yes,
And we gave it a favorable report last year. Is that not correct?
We did.
that's
Okay.
correct, sir. I'm sorry.
And is the bill as amended identical to last year's bill, or do these amendments make changes to the bill as it passed the House and this committee and then the House last year?
There's just a few technical changes that are trying to make the bill, the wording, a little bit more consistent with the interstate compact.
Okay. Delegate Morgan.
Is the fiscal note still accurate in the bill that this is going to cost? Like we're adding another position, $73,000?
None of the amendments change that.
So this is costing us money.
Yes.
None of the amendments change the fiscal.
Okay, I was just
Bill,
verifying.
the
Thank
bill-
you. So,
as introduced, had the fiscal note in it, is not affected by the amendment.
well, I mean, I probably voted for this bill last year, but the situation on the ground and state budgeting has changed, so I would probably vote no, but continue on. Thank you.
Is there further debate? Is there a motion?
Mr. Chair, Ann Seacott has her hand up.
I'm sorry.
And so does Jennifer White Holland, Delegate White Holland.
Delegate White Holland first.
Yes, I just have a question regarding the current membership, what the membership landscape looks like. And so and maybe Anne can offer some insights here as well, since her hand is raised. But I didn't know if anyone could, just for a quick background, just offer what the status is related to this compact and what position Maryland might be in. Because I know with compacts, there's usually a committee or a core set of members that can be a part of the governance, if you will. And I didn't know where Maryland sits, depending on when we are entering into this compact based on movement in other states. So I didn't know, just if you could humor me for a moment, if I could get a better sense of what the landscape is related to this licensure compact. Thank you.
So what I know is just that, so it took 6 states for the compact to become effective. And that as of January 21st, 2025, 22 states had enacted legislation to enter the compact. And there are another 11 states that have introduced legislation to do it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Lisa. Appreciate that.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Ann Seacott.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So yes, when you all passed this bill unanimously last year, we were on track to be one of those first 6. So there are these charter members that are those first 6, but every member of the compact, every state member does get to be part of the compact association, or whatever the right word is, and be able to vote on changes and things like that. On the fiscal note, what I want to say is, as with all health occupation boards, these are special funds. These are not general funds. These are the funds raised by the boards in the fees paid by the licensees and the applicants. So for any additional staff that this may need, and I think there's a good question about some of that. There wasn't a fiscal note last year. So with there being a fiscal note this year, if the board needs to hire more staff, the board either takes it from reserve funds that they have, or they take it from they'll increase the licensure fees. This will not come out of the general fund. You also happen to have in the BRFA a recommendation to take 400,000 from the Board of Social Work Examiners and reallocate it to the Behavioral Health Administration. There would also be that option to not take all that $400,000 if the budget committees decided to do that. So the bottom line is this does not have a general fund impact.
And does the fiscal note say that it is special fund?
Yes.
Okay. And we have input in the appropriations process regarding the cut or the transfer that you discussed, I assume. Delegate Bagnall.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and whoever could best answer this, but is this compact consistent with the recommendations that came out of the Behavioral Health Workforce Trust Fund assessment that's demonstrated that we were at 50% capacity for need and that the largest area of need was in social workers?
I don't have the answer to that, but I certainly can check into it. Ann, do you have any information?
It wasn't specified in the recommendations in that report really focused on the funding, different funding strategies. However, the Behavioral Health Coalition has made this bill a priority to move forward to assist with the workforce.
And am I correct that it was we were at 50% capacity for the need?
Absolutely, within a projection for the existing workforce, significant attrition with retirement and other reasons to leave the field.
Thank you very much.
Delegate Bhandari.
You're on
You
mute.
are on
Delegate.
mute.
Yeah,
Delegate.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, that's a very good concern about the like the price cost. But I think I have 3 points while looking this bill. Number one, it increase access to social workers. That will reduce emergency and crisis care cost. And the second point is streamlining this licensing saves money for both social worker and state. Currently social workers currently pay high fees to obtain multiple state license, and a compact reduces this burden, making it easier for a professional to work in our state without excessive cost. And the state may benefit from simplified licensing process, reducing these all other administrative redundancies. And the last is the potential federal and private grants as well. Many workforce development initiatives, including the federal nonprofit funding, they prioritize state that remove barrier to social worker, and this could offset implementation cost in the long run. It's a great bill.
Thank you. Thank you, Delegate. Okay, have we acted on the amendments, Council, or not? We've just discussed them.
No.
Is there a motion to adopt? Is there a motion on the amendments?
Move to adopt the amendments.
So moved and seconded. All those in favor of the amendments say aye.
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 Anyone opposed to the amendments? No one. Okay, the bill as amended. Is there a motion?
Move the bill as amended.
Thank you,
Second.
Madam Vice Chair. Okay, the bill as amended. There is a favorable. All those in favor of the favorable say aye.
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 Anyone opposed to the favorable? Delegate Morgan. Delegate Riley, do you have your hand up? I can't tell on my.
I'm good, Mr. Chair. Thank you. I'm a
You're
yes.
for the bill.
Yes.
So it's just Delegate Morgan. Okay. The bill passes on a favorable. There is no other business before the subcommittee. We will see you at 1 o'clock and proceed. Most likely these two bills, I don't know when our next voting session is.
I think on Friday.
Friday. Thank you. We appreciate your prompt participation. Thank you very much. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
Moved and seconded. We are adjourned.